So you want to smell great, you're on a budget, you don't have a lot of money to spend, you want something that's going to appeal to a lot of people that you can wear in any situation, any time of year. Well, that fits the description of a blue fragrance, and if you're looking for some blue fragrances, you came to the right channel. So jumping off into the first one's one I picked up from 7fragrance.com, and did it wow me? No. Does it do the job for what we're talking about here today? Absolutely. If you like a little bit sweeter blue fragrance, because the vanilla is very prominent on this one, I would suggest checking out Jimmy Choo Man Blue. The blue fragrance from the Jimmy Choo line. Not that Jimmy Choo Man isn't a blue fragrance in itself, but at least with this one, it's got a tad more sweetness. It does perform a little bit better than Jimmy Choo Man. It's going to remind you of a lot of more popular fragrances that cost a little bit more money, such as Versace Dylan Blue, Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. Now, I'm not saying it smells exactly like those, but it's in the same vein and it's going to remind you of them. Decent performer, 5 to 6 hours depending on your skin, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. It's going to change on everyone, but you can get them very cheap, and like I said, you can wear it in any situation, from a t-shirt like I'm wearing on up to as dressy as you want it to be, especially with this one having a bit more sweetness than the rest of them in this video, because usually a sweeter fragrance tends to lean towards dates and formal events, more gourmand style fragrances anyways, and this is definitely a blue fragrance with a gourmand touch, and that's Jimmy Choo Man Blue. Next is one that not a lot of people really talk about. You can get in the mid-20s on up to $30. It's kind of in the same vein of the light blue fragrances, and we're talking about Bentley Momentum Unlimited, the light blue juice. Like I said, not a lot of people really talk about this one. I did do a full review on this one late spring of this year. I'll actually put that right there if you want to check that out. It's actually a very good fragrance. Is it mold breaking? No. It's going to be in the same vein of lighter blue fragrances such as Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Only with this one, there's a heightened grapefruit note, a beautiful, pleasant, soft leather note, and there is a little bit of ambroxan, but it's not an ambroxan that's really going to punch you in the face. It's one that you'll smell early on, then it kind of takes a backseat supporting role type of thing for the composition of this fragrance. It's actually very pleasant. Very easy to wear, and another one that's going to work in any situation. Versatility is very high on this one. You will think more hotter weather, but there's no reason you can't wear this year round, especially in a climate controlled environment, because there's never a bad time to smell fresh and clean and pleasant. And Bentley Momentum Unlimited is absolutely all of those things. And like I said, you can have it on the mid-20s to $30 range for this big bottle. It doesn't smell like every single other blue fragrance that's out there without really straying off the path too much. And once again, that's from Bentley Momentum Unlimited. Next, so this is kind of in the same vein of Fragrance One Office for Men. Does it smell exactly like it? No. Does it give you a similar vibe and kind of similar scent profile, because that's a bergamot and ambroxan heavy fresh fragrance? This is a bergamot heavy and ambroxan heavy fresh fragrances from Salvatore Ferragamo, Uomo Urban Feel. Like I said, does it smell exactly the same? No. Do they have a lot of similarities in the scent profile and the scent itself? Yes. Office for Men obviously performs quite a bit better, but this one's no slouch, gives you about 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours, and for you bergamot citrus lovers, you're going to love this one, especially if you like ambroxan, because if you're looking blue fragrances, you got to like ambroxan anyway, because they're pretty much in all the blue fragrances. And this one can be had for around $30-ish from most places online, your Fragrance Nets, Kingdom Fragrances, which is linked below, Fragrance X, eBay, from trusted sellers on eBay. There's a lot of places to find this. They do show up in the rack stores from time to time. And it's a good way to get your fix for that bergamot and ambroxan smell without having to spend the crazy amount of money of an office for Men or something like that, where it's a higher price tag than something like this. Now, don't get me wrong, retail on this is higher, but you get them from the discounters, it's around 30 bucks. Much more affordable, much cheaper. And a very solid fragrance. Citrus, ambroxan, and it's blue. One more urban feel. And of course, you know, we got to stick with the house here. We're sticking with Salvatore Ferragamo because I can't have a video like this without what, in my opinion, is the best one of them all when it comes to affordable blue fragrances. It's Acqua Senziale Blue from Salvatore Ferragamo. This is closer to the realm of Dylan Blue for less than half the price. And that's from discounters too. Versace's in the high 40s, mid to high 40s from discounters. This is around 20. Smells eerily similar, does have a few differences. Similar performance. I know for me, I get 8 to 9 hours easily with this. It's bordering beast mode range territory. And it projects very heavy for the first 2.5 hours off of my skin and leaves a mild scent trail afterwards. But I've talked about this one many times on this channel. I love this fragrance. I feel like it's one of the best bangs for your buck. And this is one of the coolest things for me. Love the click that it makes. Very good fragrance. I'm not going to say it's hard to find because it's really not, but when they restock, they sell out. When they restock, they sell out. At least that's the case with FragranceNet. So if you see it out there, it's going to be for a good price. It's going to be in the low 20s range for a 100 milliliter bottle and right around 20, maybe right under 20 for a 50 ml like this. I urge you, if you don't mind it being a little bit powdery on the dry down, you're looking for a really good versatile blue fragrance, in my personal opinion, doesn't get any better than Acqua Senziale Blue. This is bang for your buck versatility in the realm of a blue fragrance, and one that I highly suggest you just go ahead and grab, try it out for yourself. Well, that was the ones I wanted to discuss today, guys, and until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of these have you already tried? Do you already have? Do you agree with me? Great cheap fragrances, or do they not work for you? Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the fragrances we discussed here today and you give them a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.
He's not a drill.